Shout what your name is.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Destiny and we are going to be talking about Nexplanon. And Nexplanon is a form of birth control. They put it in your arm, put it in the non-dominant arm, so I'm right-handed, so they put it in my left arm, and they put it about right there. So let me just give you a little background about how this came about. I got it back in 2014. I was a senior in high school, and originally I had gone just to get like the pill, something basic, but my blood pressure was too high, so they said they can't give me the pill. And then the doctor was like, well, there's this other form, it's fairly new, it's called Implanon. They called it Implanon back then. I don't know if there's a real difference, I don't know, but they called it Implanon. And she basically was like, you don't have to take a pill, it just stays in your arm and it lasts for 3 years. And I was like, wow, that seems easy, you know, just put it in my arm. So scheduled an appointment for that. Yeah, scheduled an appointment for that. And basically they take this, like, they numb you first, they numb your arm, and they take this really like thick needle, because the Implanon itself is about as thick as a match, like a matchstick. So they take this needle that's like slightly bigger than it and can fit inside of it, and they numb you, and then they take the bigger needle and they put it in your arm, and it's in your arm. So facts about it. So like I said, it lasts 3 years. I remember, so if you guys did the math, I got it in 2014, 3 years. I got it in February 2014. 3 years is supposed to be February 2017. So I had gone to Planned Parenthood just to, you know, see what was up and get it out. And then they were kind of like, oh, it's kind of, or actually I tried to get it out in February 2016. Don't ask why. Long story. But I tried to get it out in February 2016. They were like, you know, it's a little too early, you know, we really wouldn't want you to take it out. And then two, they were feeling it and they couldn't palpate it, like they couldn't feel it. They don't know, you know what I mean? So she was like, oh, I have to send you to a specialist, and you know, you might as well just keep it in. It's approved for another year anyway. So that tacked on another year to it, so it lasts for 4 years. So it's really time to take it out now, because it's almost February 2018. That would have been 4 years, so I'm really just gonna get it out now. So I went to my gynecologist and I asked her to feel it, and lo and behold, she couldn't feel it either. But when you get the Nexplanon, it comes with a little card. I wish I had it, but somebody went in my car and they stole my wallet. And you guys remember my last video that I did, my little back to school, I think it was, or fall, and I had all those pink clothes from, you know, the Victoria's Secret pink, not like the actual color. Somebody went in my car and they stole all the pink clothes and they stole my wallet. So I don't have that card anymore, but if I can find a picture, I'll put it like right here. It comes with a card. It tells you when you're supposed to take it out, who put it in, what date, just little things like that. But also on that card, it tells you if it's radioactive. I hope I'm saying that right, I don't sound crazy. Anyway, they let you know if it can be seen by x-ray. So I just so happened to have my card on me when I was at the doctor. So she and her other doctors at the place got together, and they were looking at the car and they were trying to figure out, and lo and behold, it said that you can see it through x-ray. So just the other day, today is Thursday, I went on Monday to get an x-ray to see, you know, where it was, since we couldn't feel it. And I could have swore they put it in about right here, but it's like right here now. I don't know if they put that in before. And when I first got it, there was like a scar, but we couldn't even see the scar. So it was like a little like dot, little dot of a scar. But anyway, so I got my x-ray, and on January 2nd I'm going to be getting it removed, and I will update you guys on that. I'll try to like get some clips of me actually at the doctor's office and actually them taking it out, but we'll see. So yeah, let's get into side effects. So side effects, I don't know if I'm just like I just on my own gained weight, or if it had anything to do with this birth control. I personally feel like it's about 90% of me and about 10% of the birth control. I don't know, but let's just say I gained about 30 pounds since they've put it in. Now, you know, freshman 15, stuff like that, it's real. So I don't know, I really don't know, but I want to know, I want to see once I get it out if losing weight will be easier if it's not in. I don't know, like, I don't know if it really affects it, but I just want to know if it has a difference. Because mood, let's talk about mood. All right, so mood, okay. I think I was kind of already kind of moody person. I am a Cancer, okay. I'm kind of moody off rip. So this birth control, I feel like added to it. So I would find myself in situations where it was just like, why are you crying over this? Like, or why is this that serious to you? Or why do you have so much anger? And let me just give you an example of what I'm talking about. I was driving once and I was using the directions, and sometimes directions, they're kind of slow to tell you when to turn and stuff. So I was in a lane and I was driving, but I was supposed to be in the next lane to get on the highway, but it was slow in telling me. So there was a car behind me, a taxi driver, who already knew that he was supposed to be in that lane. I was driving and he like sped in front of me. I guess as soon as I turned my signal light on, he was like, oh no, you're not getting in front of me. Like, you should have been gotten that lane. And he like sped up and, you know, got in front of me. And it wasn't like a, you know, I had to swerve or nothing. It was just the fact that I watched him speed up. You know what I mean? And when I tell you I cried all the way home, I called my best friend. I was crying, like bawling, just because this man sped up in front of me. Like, you're probably looking at me like I'm crazy, but it's real. And I was like, there's no way that, why are you crying over stuff like this? No, and I just happened to Google like Nexplanon and mood, and a whole list of people were talking about how this thing makes them crazy. Like, they're doing crazy things, like they're being irrational. And I'm like, all right, okay, so it's not just me. And I felt some kind of relief. I mean, we'll see once I take it out if my mood has changed or anything, if I'm as dramatic with things. But literally, that's the only thing I can think of. But if my best friend was here, she would probably be able to tell you more things that I've just been like crying about for no reason. I shouldn't be crying because a man sped up in a lane. Like, you know, it's just, and I'm telling you, there's plenty of stories like that. I just don't remember. So, okay, so we went over weight gain and mood. Is there any other really side effects? Periods. Wow, forgot. Okay, so periods. Prior to Nexplanon, I was a very heavy bleeder. When I first got on it, it was like I would have a period for like 2 weeks. And I don't want to, like, it's a period, but it's very light. Like, I don't want to get into this TMI stuff, but it's to the point where like you don't even need a pad. Like, it's so light. But it would be there for like 2 weeks. And yeah, it would happen for like 2 weeks, then it would go away for like 3 months, then it would come back for like 2 weeks, then 6 months, 9 months span of nothing, then it would come back and be like a week of like my regular period, and then it would go away for 3 months. Like, it was just, it wasn't really consistent at all. Now I'm in my 4th year and I have like regular periods like before. They come every month on schedule, same consistency, you know what I mean? So, you know, everyone's different. Everyone is different, so I don't know. But there would be times of like 9 months, 6 months of no period. Like, it came to the point where like I didn't even buy pads. Like, it was like, oh, we're going to the pool? Let's go. What day you want to go? Any day. I could go. I'm here. Like, you know, so this, because I saw it on Facebook. I see it on Facebook a lot. There are these stories, these horror stories of these girls who come out, like when they get it taken out, and their arm is like crazy black and blue, cut up, like, right? And my thing to that is, because it happened to me, I was suggested this, but I said no, because it didn't make sense to me. So when I went to my gynecologist and she said she couldn't feel it, before she told me to get the card and all that, she was like, well, I mean, there's no guarantee because I can't feel it. However, I can go in there and just kind of dig around for it, to be honest. That's the exact word she used, dig around for it. And I was like, you're not going to be digging around in my arm. Like, imagine if she went up here to cut and it's all the way down there. We saw in the x-ray the other day. You understand? And the doc, I don't know why the doctors even give this option, to be honest. But I was just like appalled. Like, why would you let a doctor dig around in your arm like that? That's how you end up with those massive cuts, and let them dig in my arm like that. Like, you need to be sure exactly where it is before you can cut anything in my arm. Okay, so all those horror stories you see on Facebook, I'm just kind of like, why would you let them dig in your arm? But I mean, to each his own. Just know what you're dealing with when you let them dig in your arm. Like, you know what's gonna happen. So, yeah. Is it worth it? It depends on you, honestly. I only don't want, like, when I take this out, I'm not putting another one back in, only because I just want to see what life is like again without it. Like, because it changes a lot, you know. It changes, you know, your periods, changes a lot. I feel like it changes your mood a lot. I just want to see, like, what am I gonna feel different without it? Am I gonna, you know what I mean? Am I gonna feel better? Not to say that I feel bad now, but, you know, I just want to know what life is like, because like I said, I've had it for 4 years. I just want to know, you know, what I'm like again without this chemical rushing, these hormones rushing through my body. Only downfalls I would say is the periods, the inconsistent periods. I mean, it wasn't really a bother for me. It wasn't like I had accidents or anything. I was like, I wasn't expecting, because it was so light. Like, you wouldn't even know until you go to use the bathroom, you go to clean yourself up. Okay, TMI? Okay, we'll stop. But yeah. And then the weight gain, I can't conclude that Nexplanon made me gain 30 pounds. Almost sure I just eat a lot, you know. So that's the only 2 downfalls I would say. But it's just the mood thing. I wish they had told me the mood. Like, the mood is crazy. Like, I don't know. And that's really what I mean about, like, would I be different? The mood. Would I be crying because people cut me off? You didn't even cut me off. people cut me off on the road. Am I gonna cry? You know, it's the rage. Like, oof. Like, comment, subscribe. I do have a Fashion Nova haul on its way. I don't know if you guys know, but Fashion Nova is like taking forever to send stuff because they weren't prepared for this boom. First of all, they did Cyber Monday, they did Black Friday. They always have some kind of deal, 40% off. Okay, so they should know, and they have bomb clothes, so they should know that people are going to be heavy ordering stuff for the holidays. So I don't know why they didn't, you know, but it is what it is. I'm waiting for that. As soon as that comes in, you will have a haul. So yeah, stay tuned for that. I'll see you guys in the next video.